Titillating Tuesdays. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh?
Welcome to Titillating Tuesday, 26th July 2022. Alright, it's lots of things coming through my mind, lots of things to contemplate on, trying to mind what I contemplate on, because in terms of how we fight, the things you realize, get seen. So there's certain things you're realizing, and just as you're basically just playing the game, So there's a lot of things I wanted to do, but just by indulging in that, I'll be revealing things, so I don't indulge in certain compensations in my head. And we're not talking about this along religious lines, we're just talking about in terms of competition, because if we're having to compete with demons, people can see into our minds when we can't see into theirs, then we've got to learn how to fight. In our minds is a battleground. So obviously those of us who have additional powers inside, we can use that to fight as well. So I don't know, it's just trying to put everything together in such a way as to reach clarity. There is the spell of confusion. There's lots of spells that people put on and they think it's a joke. There's the hiccup spell. Somebody can just make you hiccup. You can do that with just NLP anchoring. Can make you fart or something. Somebody can just make you sneeze. There's so many. Somebody can make you just be confused in your head. But the confusion spell now involves microwave ray guns. People have Havana syndrome, and they've defined it. That's when somebody zaps an intense energy and it causes you to become dizzy and confused. With those, again, knowledge is power, because the way consciousness is, basically, we don't have any physicality attached to consciousness in the sense of anything that can be touched physically in this world is in existence. We can't say that consciousness can be touched, so it's a form of dark matter. And because CERN is currently looking for dark matter, people's conscious minds are going to be fucked with for a bit. As that's still running and that's still on. So the way consciousness works is a bit like when you look at a diffraction experiment with the double slits and it diffracts. Once you look to see how it's going through the slits, you stop seeing the diffraction. It's a bit like that with consciousness. So it's designed not to be seen, because it's a magic trick what consciousness is. And if you figure it out, you lose consciousness. So we just hope that they can't figure it out. Nature designed fail-safe. Never designed your mind capable of looking at consciousness itself. You weren't designed to do that. That's why when you point two mirrors at themselves and you stand in front of them, you just see mirror reflected into a mirror reflected. Your consciousness weren't designed to see that. So there's a lot that will be happening, and one of the things you'll be seeing is, like, when you draw a three-dimensional cube on a two-dimensional sheet of paper, you get a sheet of paper, you draw a cube on it, and when you look at it closely, sometimes it flips in and out. That's going to be happening when you look at things, when you look at three-dimensional things, because we're actually mapping the three-dimensional things on a two-dimensional surface, because your eyeball is roughly a two-dimensional surface. So everything you see is mapped onto that. Just like drawing a cube on a two-dimensional space. So everything you see is going to start to do that slightly. So you're going to find that judging distance to millimeters and centimeters might be difficult right now for you. Let me tell you today's joke. What do you call a witness statement that's complete bollocks? Testimony. Testimony. I should stop, but I won't. Yeah, because laughter helps, you know, distract your mind from life. You know, when life becomes unpleasant for one reason or another, laughter is an escape, isn't it? Yeah, it helps treat your whatever illnesses you got, psychological illnesses you got. Yeah, so I try to involve laughter in my life, innit? Yeah, but I'm not really a comedian. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah. Yeah, so it's one of them moments where I'm contemplating about a lot of things, and I'm the type of man that doesn't believe in anything. I don't believe in acronyms. I don't believe in anything. Yeah, the Almighty is not a question of believing. It's like, do I believe in existence? I don't even believe in. Belief is something that's hard for me. The Almighty is fact. I like facts. Yeah. If you've ever experienced phenomena, whether you consider it to be physical or not, if you can experience it, that's a fact. Yeah. To say it exists, and then you look at the definition of existence and it doesn't fit that, but it affects you. This is metaphysics. Yeah. So I believe in. I don't believe in facts. I like facts. I don't believe in anything, because there's certain things in this world that it's not a matter of believing. Yeah, it's something that's going to affect you whether you believe in it or not. That is fact. But if something only affects you when you believe in it, that is not a fact. So I don't like gods that depend on me believing in them for them to exist, because that means for me to get rid of you, I just stop believing in you. But the Almighty is not something that fits into that. The Almighty will be there whether you believe in it or not. He's found many people who don't believe, and they touch them and they believe. So that's the type of God that you want. Not a God that depends on you believing in them in masses for them to exist. That sounds very dodgy indeed, you know. So have limitations. You want a God without limitations. So anyway, let me stop rambling on. 26th July 2022. I'm out.
Titillating Tuesday. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh?
Like, subscribe, share.